This movie is set in a bleak future where humans have advanced artificial intelligence and robotics to new heights. However, this progress led to a catastrophic global war, with robots playing a significant role in the conflict. The aftermath of the war left the world in ruins, with only a few humans surviving. These survivors face immense challenges every day, struggling to find food, water, and safety. The few robots that survived the war are hidden, lying dormant in secret places, avoiding detection. Amid this chaos, we meet a ruthless leader known as Warlord. He has heard rumors about a hidden android in a place called the Wasteland. Determined to find it, Warlord and his group launch a raid, tearing through the desolate landscape until they reach a high-tech lab. Inside, they discover Ash, a female android unlike any other. Ash is designed to look human, and she has a unique feature. Her eyes are different colors. Ash can be controlled remotely, making her a valuable asset. Warlord is overjoyed with his discovery, seeing Ash as a powerful tool that could help him gain control over the fractured world. Meanwhile, in a distant place known as Oasis, a young boy named Prince faces his own battle. His mother is gravely ill, and Prince is desperate to find a cure. He learns that the medicine she needs might be buried at Paradise Beach, an area that once produced similar treatments before the war. Prince clings to a faded postcard with washed-out images of Paradise Beach, showing what it used to look like. Despite his mother's pleas to stay safe, Prince is determined to find the medicine, convinced it's the only way to save her. Ignoring her warnings, he sets off on a dangerous journey with his two friends, hoping to reach Paradise Beach and bring back the cure. On their way, they stop at a place called Lovetown, a rough-and-tumble community run by a man named Big Daddy. Prince shows a postcard of Paradise Beach to a man in Lovetown, asking for directions. However, the man sees an opportunity to rob them and begins to threaten Prince and his friends. In response, Prince's friend pulls out a gun. The crowd thinks it's just a fake, since real weapons are believed to be extinct after the war, buried deep beneath the ruins of the old world. But when Prince's friend fires a shot, everyone is shocked to realize it's a genuine gun. Amid the commotion, Big Daddy, the leader of Lovetown, steps in. He calms everyone down, saying, "Don't worry, I'm here to help." He then leads Prince to a private room and introduces him to a girl, Ash, the very android robot that Warlord had found in a high-tech lab. Prince, unaware of Ash's true nature, begins to get close to her. Meanwhile, outside, Big Daddy reveals his true intentions. He orders his men to kill Prince's friends, ensuring there are no loose ends. With his friends gone, Prince is captured by Big Daddy. Big Daddy has his own agenda. He wants to find the Oasis, the place Prince came from, so he can uncover more weapons and use them to take over the world. To get the information he needs, Big Daddy tortures Prince relentlessly. Prince holds out as long as he can, but eventually, under extreme pain, he agrees to lead them to the Oasis. The next day, Big Daddy and his men load Prince into a car, ready to make the journey. Ash, who appears to still be under Big Daddy's control, follows alongside on a motorcycle. As they travel, Prince grows increasingly nervous, sensing that something isn't right. Suddenly, Ash makes a daring move. She rides up on her bike, leaps onto the car, kills the driver, and takes over the vehicle, speeding away with Prince. Prince is confused and unsure why Ash is helping him, but she seems determined to keep him safe. Big Daddy and his crew give chase, but Ash is focused on escaping. As they flee, Ash's battery begins to run low, forcing them to abandon the car and continue on foot. They walk for hours, searching desperately for a place to hide and recharge. But as night falls, they still haven't found shelter, and Ash's power is nearly depleted. Prince knows that if they don't find a safe spot soon, Ash will shut down, leaving them vulnerable and defenseless in the dangerous wasteland. By chance, they find an old church and decide to take shelter inside. The prince prays for his mom, hoping she will get better soon. Meanwhile, Ash's battery runs out completely and it shuts down, leaving the prince feeling upset and worried. They spend the entire night in the ruined church, and the next morning, the prince makes a stretcher out of whatever he can find. He carefully drags Ash along, determined to reach Paradise Land, the place where he believes he can find the herb and medicine that will cure his mom. When they finally arrive, the prince feels lost and overwhelmed. There is a large crowd, and he doesn't know where to start looking for the medicine. Just then, some people approach them and take them away. These people work for someone known as the Drug Lord, a person who makes and sells drugs from the herbs found in Paradise Land. The prince shows the Drug Lord a postcard with a picture of the herb and medicine, pleading that he needs it no matter what. The Drug Lord agrees to give him the medicine, but on one condition. He has just created some new drugs and wants to test them. He tells the prince that he must let him inject these new drugs into his body, and only after that will he hand over the herbs. Desperate to save his mom, the prince agrees. The Drug Lord takes him to a special room and injects the drug into the prince. prince. Almost immediately, the prince starts having strange and vivid hallucinations. Meanwhile, Ash is taken to a mechanic named Lee, who is held captive by the drug lord. When Lee sees Ash, she is struck by its appearance and becomes fascinated. She finds Ash incredibly beautiful and feels drawn to it. Working as quickly as she can, Lee repairs Ash, charges its battery, and brings it back to life. Ash wakes up and thanks Lee for her help. Although Lee has started to develop feelings for Ash, she doesn't reveal her emotions. Ash, with human-like emotions and understanding, appreciates everything Lee has done, sensing the kindness behind her actions. Lee takes Ash to the drug lord, who is thrilled to discover that Ash is an android, a highly advanced robot. Fascinated by Ash's capabilities, the drug lord expresses her desire for Ash to stay with them, promising to provide whatever help she needs. However, Ash remains silent and unresponsive, not showing any interest in the drug lord's offer. Meanwhile, the prince regains consciousness after a few hours, but he is still feeling the effects of the drug that the drug lord injected into him. Despite his weakened state, he approaches the drug lord and demands the herb and medicine to save his mom. The drug lord, seeing an opportunity to entertain herself, tells the prince that before she can give him what he wants, he must fight a gladiator in the arena. If he wins, she will hand over the medicine. The prince, desperate to save his mom, agrees to the challenge. He enters the arena to face a dangerous gladiator. The fight is brutal, and the gladiator quickly overpowers the prince, knocking him down repeatedly. Just when it looks like the gladiator is about to kill him, the drug lord throws a sword towards the prince. Summoning his last bit of strength, the prince grabs the sword and manages to defeat the gladiator, killing him with a desperate strike. Impressed by his determination, the drug lord gives him the herbs and medicine. The prince wants to take Ash with him, but the drug lord refuses, insisting that Ash will stay with her. Knowing that he needs to save his mom as soon as possible, the prince reluctantly leaves with the medicine, leaving Ash behind. Confused and feeling abandoned, Ash tries to escape from the drug lord's grip, but her guards capture her and chain her in the dungeon. Ash starts to accept her fate, believing she was made only to be a slave. Sometime later, Lee, the mechanic who has developed deep feelings for Ash, sneaks into the dungeon. She quietly unlocks Ash's chains, freeing her. Ash is touched by Lee's kindness and finds herself drawn to her as well. They share an intimate moment, comforting each other through the night, finding solace in their connection. The next morning, the drug lord discovers them together and becomes furious. Secretly, she had also developed feelings for Ash and is consumed by jealousy. Out of spite, she orders Lee, who is still her prisoner, to erase all of Ash's memories and reprogram her to obey only the drug lord's commands. Though Lee is horrified by the order and doesn't want to harm Ash, she knows that refusing the drug lord could cost her life. Meanwhile, the prince is still hiding nearby. The next morning, he makes his way back to the area around Paradise Beach, trying to stay out of sight. Suddenly, the warlord launches an attack with his men, having come to reclaim Ash. A fierce battle erupts as the warlord's forces clash with the drug lord's people, killing many of them. Realizing she needs more strength to face the warlord, the drug lord injects herself with a powerful drug, enhancing her abilities. A brutal fight ensues between the drug lord and the warlord. At first, it seems the drug lord has the upper hand, overpowering the warlord and nearly defeating him. But the warlord pulls out a pistol, the same one that belonged to the prince's friend, and shoots the drug lord, killing her. Meanwhile, the prince finds Ash, determined to take her with him. Just as they're about to leave, the warlord appears, holding a remote that can control Ash. He uses it to take control of Ash, commanding her to kill the prince and Lee. Ash, now under the warlord's control, grabs her sword and moves toward Lee and the prince, ready to follow orders. Lee desperately tries to reach Ash, reminding her, "You're not a war machine. You weren't made to kill. We love each other." Ash, struggling against the control, manages to recall fragments of her memories, including Lee's kindness and the connection they shared. Breaking free from the warlord's control, Ash turns her sword on him, striking him down and injuring him badly. The group quickly escapes on a bike, but the warlord and his men give chase. Realizing that they won't be safe until the warlord is dealt with, Ash makes a bold move. She turns her bike around and charges straight at the warlord's bike, crashing into it. Ash then confronts the warlord and kills him, ensuring that no one will chase them any longer. With the warlord defeated, the prince, Ash, and Lee make their way to the oasis, where the prince finally gives his mom the herb and medicine. She starts to recover quickly, much to the prince's relief. Ash and Lee, now free to choose their own path, decide to leave in search of others who need help. They want to save more lives and find other androids like Ash. Before they part ways, Ash shares a heartfelt hug with the prince, thanking him for everything. Ash and Lee then head to Lovetown, where Big Daddy, a cruel figure who has enslaved many girls, rules with an iron fist. Together, Ash and Lee confront Big Daddy, knocking him down. The enslaved girls, inspired by Ash and Lee's bravery, rise up and overpower Big Daddy, finally freeing themselves. With Big Daddy defeated, Ash and Lee continue their journey, determined to find other androids like Ash and to free anyone else trapped in a life of servitude. Their mission now is clear: to bring freedom and hope wherever they go. And with that, their story ends here. We hope you enjoyed this tale of courage, resilience, and the quest for freedom. Thanks for tuning in, guys.